في الجزء الأول من قضية كريس شاهدنا أول شرطي وصل لمكان الحادث ومقطع كاميرات المراقبة المأخوذ من الجيران، وفي الجزء الثاني شاهدنا أول تحقيق لمساعدة كريس لإيجاد عائلته. واليوم سنرى كريس يخضع لاختبار كشف الكذب ومحاولة سحب الاعتراف منه بوجود والده.
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared. I know. What the fuck is this?
So can we say that tomorrow at 11 o'clock?
Sure.
We can do a polygraph?
Sure.
Here. I appreciate you coming in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a few minutes. Talk to you. This is Tammy. Did you meet Tammy yesterday?
No,
okay.
No, I always
Tammy.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Sit on this?
Yep, I know. I'll explain what that is here in a little bit, but you don't have to worry. It's not on or anything right now. It's not gonna buzz you or anything. Obviously, you're probably nervous about taking today's test. Honestly, I would think something is wrong with you if you weren't nervous about coming in here to take a polygraph. Even if people are like, I don't have anything to hide, it is nerve-wracking. And I have taken tons of polygraphs. Obviously, in my training, I went to 10 weeks for training. I've been a polygrapher for about 5 years. I went to the best school in the country, so I want you to have confidence in the fact that if you had nothing to do with this disappearance, like, we're going to find that out today, okay? I have the best training that they offer in the United States. We use the most validated testing. That's the way I'm going to ask you the questions, so believe me, if you had nothing to do with this, I will be able to show them that today.
من الواضح أنه ضغط نفسي على هيئة طمأنينة، لأنه ليس من العادة أن تثبت المحققة مهاراتها قبل البدء باختبار كشف الكذب، لكن هذه التقنية تستخدم عندما تكون الشرطة شبه متأكدة أن المشتبه به مذنب. أجهزة الكذب ليست مضمونة ويمكن التغلب عليها، ولكن في حالة شديدة من القلق يصبح الأمر أكثر صعوبة. لذلك المحققة تريد أن ترفع الضغط على كريس وتضاعف القلق حتى يكشف.
There's actually only 2 ways you can fail a polygraph, okay? The first way would be if you fail to follow my instructions. The second way would be if you choose to lie to me today. You know, if you did have something to do with their disappearance, it would be really stupid for you to come in and take a polygraph today.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it would be really dumb. Like, you should not be here right now sitting in this chair if you had anything to do with Shanann and the little girl's disappearance, okay? The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Did you write the number 1?
No.
Did you write the number 3?
No.
Did you write the number 5?
No.
This portion of the test is complete. Please remain still while I take the instrument out of operation. Okay, you can relax. How'd you feel?
هذه هي المرة الأخيرة التي ستتكلم فيها المحققة مع كريس قبل البدء بالاختبار الحقيقي، ثم أعطته مجاملة بسيطة بنبرة مطمئنة حتى يشعر بالراحة قبل الصاعقة.
You did great. You remembered to lie and everything. That was awesome. So you obviously are a really bad liar. Or like the second you tell a lie, like they can tell like on your face that. Because the second you lied to the number 3, like, I don't know if you heard me clicking, but I had to, like, turn down the sensitivity because you were starting to go off the page. So, and you're actually having a significant reaction when you lie, so that is awesome. So thank you for being a liar. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't want to be good liars, so liar. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't want to be good liars, so thank you for being a horrible liar. And that just shows me that, you know, obviously on the test when they're asking, you know, significant stuff about your wife, if you're lying to that, it's going to be even 10 times more amplified. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, more than you know. So that was awesome. And the coolest thing about this is right now, there's only one person in this room that knows what the truth is. And in about 5 minutes, there's going to be 2 of us. So that's the coolest part, okay? And then I can go share that with them out there. Okay? All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Do you understand I will only ask you the questions we have discussed?
Yes.
Regarding Shanann's disappearance, do you intend to answer all of the questions truthfully?
Yes.
Did you physically cause Shanann's disappearance?
No.
Are you lying about the last time you saw Shanann?
No.
Do you know where Shanann is now?
No.
This portion of the test is complete. Please remain still while I take the instrument out of operation. Alright, how'd you feel? Same as all of it?
I think it was the same through everything.
For ya. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So I brought Graham in here because we want to talk to you about the results, okay?
Okay.
So, it is completely clear that you were not honest during the testing, and I think you already know that. You did not pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to talk about what actually happened. I feel like you're probably ready to do that.
I didn't lie to you on that polygraph, I promise.
Chris,
I know.
Chris, stop. It's time. Just
I'm-
stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath right now.
There's a reason you feel sick to your stomach. And when people hold stuff inside, it makes you physically ill. And I can just tell on your face, I could tell from the second you walked in that you were wanting to just come clean and just be done with this.
هذا هو الأسلوب المعروف باسم التبادل الاجتماعي، يقدم فيها المحقق للمشتبه به مكافأة نفسية مقابل المعلومات التي يحتاجونها منه. وفي هذه الحالة إنها تحاول إقناع كريس بأن الاعتراف ورفع الثقل عن كاهله هو أمر يستحق المقايضة، قامت به بطريقة تحمي عزة نفسه بإعطائه التقدير والتعزيز.
And I appreciate that because you knew sitting down in that chair that you weren't going to pass today. And you knew I was going to find out because I told you that. And then you continued to stay knowing that you could, at the end, say, you know what, I just need to get this off my chest.
Everything that I've told you, I did not lie on this polygraph. I don't know how much I could tell you right now, like, I did not.
It's not even an option right now because you did not pass the polygraph, so I know you were being deceptive. So that's not even an issue right now. The issue right now is what happened to Shanann, Bella, and Celeste.
الأسلوب المستخدم يسمى تقنية اللا جدوى، المبني على أنه أي مقاوم منه فإنه لا جدوى منها بسبب الأدلة القاطعة ضده، مع العلم أنهم لا يملكون أي دليل ضده، كما أن أجهزة كشف الكذب ليست أدلة مقبولة في المحكمة، وأن كريس في الواقع لا يزال حرا طليقا ويمكنه المغادرة الآن.
That's the issue right now.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
I've
I know you want to tell us. I can see it in your face. Holding this lie in is going to do nothing for you.
I know this. Like,
Okay.
I'm not like trying to like cover things up. Like,
Yeah, but you kind of are because it's normal. Normal people would do that. Normal people that make a mistake initially are going to go, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. That's normal. I would expect that. That's a natural reaction that someone's going to initially lie about something like that and then eventually tell the truth. So this is your eventually telling the truth time. Like, don't let this continue any longer, please.
I'm not trying to make anything continue. Like, I want them back home. Like,
But you know they're not coming back home. You know that.
I don't know in the back of my head. I hope they come back home.
But you know they're not.
Chris, Tammy and I are confused, okay? And here's what we're confused about. I told you that we've done some work overnight.
Yeah.
I told you that we've got a lot of leads, okay? That wasn't a lie.
I know.
We know a lot more than we think we do, okay?
تقنية الملف المليان. إن المحققون غالبا ما يكونون مخادعين بشأن الأدلة لديهم، وسوف يلمحون إلى أنهم يملكون أدلة قاطعة بطريقة غامضة لغرض سحب الاعتراف منه.
Where are they?
I don't know where they're at. Honestly, I do not know where they are at. If I could have my babies back home right now, I would. I want them back. I want everybody back. That is the God's honest truth.
المحققون لا يريدون الضغط بقوة على كريس، يخافون أن يغضب ويعترض ويطلب محامي وينهي هذا التحقيق، مما يدفع المحقق للتغيير من الخطة وأن يرفع كرامة كريس من خلال التعزيز والمدح ليسهل عليه الاعتراف.
It is very surprising to me, and it warms my heart that you're the type of dad who can pack a bag in the morning. But you aren't here today lying about something else. So we need to talk about that, okay?
That's your honor.
I know. And this is very good.
I saw her, took my breath away, and I'd never thought in a million years that could happen.
This is the Chris who tells the truth because you're a truth teller. I don't think this girl did anything to hurt anybody. When you leave her out of it,
Okay.
get back to your wife and your daughters.
Okay.
Where are they?
That I do not know. That was what I was holding back. Like, I didn't know, like, what I did. I know.
Chris, in the interview today, you weren't asked about infidelity. You were asked about...
I was holding back from last night.
That's
when
not
you
why
talk-
you failed today.
That's not how that works.
Here's the challenge that we have. We knew about Nikki, and so we didn't need to ask you about her in the polygraph. We just didn't need to, because we knew, okay? And so that's why we didn't ask you, because we already knew the answer, okay? Okay? This should have been a time in your marriage where you guys were happy and thriving and productive, okay? And I believe that Shanann's the reason none of that happened.
هنا المحقق يعطيه مخرج للهروب، وهي تقنية تسمح للمشتبه الاعتراف بالشيء القليل وإلقاء اللوم على الضحايا والتقليل من جريمته.
I believe that she's a controlling person. Maybe doesn't listen to you as much as she should. The other thing I think is interesting is, even though she is that type of person that's controlling, doesn't listen, does what she wants, is walking away from her kids, here you are defending her. Because to your core, you want to take care of the people you love. Okay. And that's the reason why we want to give you an opportunity today to just help us find them. Okay. Chris, right now your dad's outside. He flew across the country to help you. Okay. You're lying to him. You're lied to everyone you talk to. And they all bought it. Will you please help us find your babies?
I want to find them. I've told you over and over, I want to find everyone.
Can you understand that some of this just doesn't make sense to us?
I just find it hard to hear you talk about just having this emotional, conversation with Shanann, and you're bawling and crying together, and you have not shed one tear in 2 days that you've been here.
Not once.
Not one. Chris, I lose my 4-year-old in the store for 10 seconds, and I start to go panic. Panic. I have not seen any of that from you at all. Help me understand that.
I love those girls. I would never do any of this because I haven't shed a tear. You get
Yeah, no, that's weird. Is that weird?
Don't look into that like I don't love my
Well,
kids.
tell
I love
me,
my wife.
explain to me. Chris, did Shanann do something to them?
No, I don't know.
I'm serious.
I have no clue.
No, you would have known, because they didn't leave the house.
Did
Shanann do something to them, and then did you feel like you had to do something to Shanann?
They were at the house when I left. They were there.
They weren't there. They didn't leave. They vanished.
They were
The
there.
only way they could have left is in your truck.
Did Shanann do something?
Something happened in the house that you know about. We know that something happened to all 3 of them. But I want to know did something happen to these baby girls first that you had to take into your own hands and deal with?
You had to clean it up for Shanann.
Chris, you took them out of the house with their blankets and their animals. And that's because you cared. That's what a caring dad does. And you either cleaned up after Shanann or you made the mistake. And I mean, I want to believe that maybe Shanann did it and you felt compelled to fix this so Shanann didn't look bad. Tell us, Chris. Chicks are crazy.
Can I talk to my dad or something?
Absolutely.
Come.
Do you want to bring him in here?
No, I just can't talk to my dad. Like, he flew across the country.
Hey, Chris,
I can't.
how about this? If we brought your dad in here, would you please tell him what happened?
And you need to realize that your dad is not going to stop loving you no matter what you tell him.
Hey, Chris, we're going to let you have however much time you need, okay?
Okay. You gonna leave us in there or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us what's going on with anything, or?
And this, polygraph, failed it. Yeah, because there's
Too much emotions.
it's,
Anything else you want to tell me, what's going on, or what happened, or anything, you know anything about?
when we had that conversation that morning, it was emotional, it was, told her about separation and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. What happened after that?
I mean, I went downstairs. I don't want to protect her.
What?
I don't want to protect her.
You don't want to protect her?
I don't know what else to say.
What happened?
Huh?
She hurt him?
Yeah. And
What now?
I freaked out about her.
You hurt her? What? She smelled it? Or choked him?
I didn't hear anything. When I was downstairs, I came back up. They were gone. Talking to her about separation and everything, about,
And she lost it.
I don't know, like, what else to say, like, I freaked out. Those are my kids. I heard like a little commotion upstairs, but I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm. Did she kill him?
They're blue.
Both of them?
Yes.
Rage.
What's that?
أقل من 10 ثواني بعد ذكر كلمة محامي، المحققون يدخلون الغرفة، وعلى الفور قاموا بتعزيز كريس والتواصل العاطفي معه، وقاموا بتحويل اهتمام كريس عن نصائح أبيه.
Chris, help us work through this with you, okay? Will you tell us what you told your dad?
She was in there with her. On top of her.
something? Freaked out. I ran in there and got on top of her.
What'd you do?
Blue. Those are my babies. Those are my kids.
What happened?
Something there.
Did you shoot him? What happened next?
I don't know what to do. I have no idea what's going on. I'm shaking. Both my kids are blue and they're gone.
Where are they now? That's the hard part. All you have left is to tell us where they're at.
We can help you get them out of the cold.
At that first location I went to that day. I don't know what to do.
I know.
I didn't know what to fucking do. I didn't know what else to do.
I know, so tell me what you did. I know.
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared.
I know.
What's gonna happen?
We're going to help them get out of there. Chris, I know they're gone, but they're still your babies, and you're still their dad.
And you don't want them out there.
I don't want them out there.
And you don't want someone else to find them out there. You don't, I promise you. You give us a second so we can kind of get some things arranged. Can you do that?
I don't know what the fuck to do. Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to those two little girls?
This ain't gonna be on the news anytime soon, as far as.
No, no, not tonight. Denise?
So it sounds like, it feels like to me, now we know pretty well how to go get them. Is there anything else we need to know?
Get her off of Celeste. Did you think about calling an ambulance? Come.
I see you laying there blue and limp.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen something like that in my life.
So Chris, doing this job for a long time.
I know.
I know a lot about psychology and as far as like what people are thinking. And most parents will never even want to fathom that their kid is dead. Even if their kid's stiff, blue in bed, stiff like been dead all night, they still call an ambulance to see if someone can revive their child. And when the ambulance gets there and they're like, gosh, their kid's been dead all night, like there's nothing we can do. And the parents are like, why are you not doing something? What are you talking about? I would hate for Shanann to get a bad rap if she didn't have anything to do with it. You know, it's not fair.
I know.
It's not fair.
So what's going to happen when their cause of death comes back to you, for the girls?
It's not going to.
Okay. Now that we know what we know, we're going to, I need to check that you don't have any weapons on you or anything like that. All right, Shell, you might stand it up so I can check.
Chris, stand up for me. I'm going to have you face that wall. Lift up your hands.